Your mum will have the most amazing news told to her tomorrow. 4 times notifications to claim.
Ma'am?
Lady, how was your day yesterday?
I don't know.
Didn't get any special news?
No.
Oh.
If you are a user of this godforsaken app that I love so much, then you've seen videos like this. These are something I'm calling chain TikToks, and they have completely overrun my For You page, my FYP, the thing I've spent so much time curating. How am I supposed to find out if Harry Styles shaved his dome? So these chain TikToks have a pretty predictable structure that aims to manipulate viewers into interacting with the video as many times as possible. The formula usually includes a trending sound. What about me? Text that claims the video will either benefit or worsen your life, depending if you decide to scroll or interact with it. That text is usually put over a completely unrelated video that includes but is not limited to a cleaning of a driveway, dancing, nature, anything really. And a prompt that says 4 times, or if you're lucky, 3 times notifications, which basically means you have to like, comment, follow the person, and to use the sound in your own video, but don't worry, it can be private. And sometimes, if you're really lucky, the text will end with "karma is real," which feels vaguely threatening. You're telling me if I scroll past this video, I will have bad karma? That's what will give me bad karma. The concept of manipulating people to sharing a piece of media is not new. If you are someone who has been a child of the internet since the early 2000s, you might remember receiving emails in your Hotmail inbox threatening you with something like, if you don't send this email to 5 other people, then the spirit of this little evil girl is going to come and steal your soul tonight. By the way, she was pushed in a sewer, so that makes her even more scary. Imagine being a 9-year-old and receiving countless of these. Well, I don't have to imagine it, because that did happen to me. But chainmail dates back to what feels like the birth of pen and paper, and honestly was kind of an iconic way to spread religion. They were like, hey, if you can copy over this religious text, you're going to be very prosperous and receive a lot of good fortune. And people were like, okay. But one of the most prominent ways this was spread was by using the name of someone you may have heard of, Jesus. So Jesus, or probably more accurately Christians, used the chain letter method way back, promising all goodness and prosperity shall be in the house where a copy of this letter shall be found. And this was in 1868. I imagine many Christians who received this letter were just like, hey, can't hurt, I'll keep it around. And that's one of the key pillars in chainmail, which is, hey, can't hurt. And then with the rise of accessibility to printing and widespread literacy, and of course, our girl, the Postal Service, chainmail started getting a little crazy. But the beginning of it was honestly relatively harmless. A lot of the time, chainmail was just used to spread advocacy or raise money for orphans. Yeah, that was until the Prosperity Club letter, or Send a Dime letter, which nearly disintegrated the entire United States Postal Service in the 1930s. I cannot overstate how insane this got. So in April of 1935, the Denver Post Office was handling about 165,000 of just these chain letters. And then within weeks, tens of millions of these letters spread across the United States. And it's estimated that the letter was copied over 1 billion times worldwide within a few months. 1 billion times. So this chain letter featured a list of 6 names at the top of the letter, and recipients of the letter were asked to send a dime to the person at the top of the list and send the letter on to 5 more friends. And they would eventually be the recipient of 15,625 dimes, which was a ton of money during this time. I also want to say this was during a time in which there was, I'd argue, complete financial ruin in the United States of America. So people were very much in the mindset of, hey, I need money. This letter became such a problem for the Postal Service that authorities were literally like, we're going to track down who started this, and they're going to talk to us, and we're going to do something about this. They were never able to find out who started it. People were like, hey, I'm not making my $1,500. What's going on? And honestly, chain letters mostly died down. This was until the birth of the thing that shaped who I am today, the internet. Honestly, the threats of the early 2000s chain emails were the most unhinged ever. Rather than the contents of the email promising things like wealth, love, eternal happiness and joy and good luck, they just said things like, hi, I'm Teddy. I'm 7-year-old. I have no eyes and blood all over my face. I am dead. If you don't send this to at least 12 people, I will come to your house at midnight and I'll hide under your bed. When you're asleep, I'll kill you. And then he goes into testimonies and is talking about people who he's murked because they didn't send his email to 12 people. I'm just wondering how this child has been able to evade authorities. Case 1. Patty Buckles got this chain email. She didn't believe in chain letters. Well, foolish Patty. She was sleeping when her TV started flickering on and off. Now she's not with us anymore. Rip Patty Buckles. Okay. Then Teddy ends his email with an opportunity to negotiate. 0 people. You will die tonight. 1 to 6 people. You will be injured. 7 to 11 people, you will get the biggest fright of your life. 12 and over, you are safe and you will have good fortune. Wow, not only are you safe, but you will have good fortune? Teddy, thank you. I regretfully participated in these email chain letters because I am the most gullible human being alive, okay? My reasoning for sending these was I may as well just send them just in case, which brings me to the second pillar. Hey, this is just in case. So email chain letters really stapled in the negative energy when it comes to chain media in general. And that sort of leaked into text messages, which I will dabble with, honestly, still. And of course, these didn't just live on email and text. They lived online on the social media. These were huge on forums. Teddy actually made his way onto forums. YouTube comments was huge. Also, when YouTube had its era of video replies, that's a moment in history. Facebook posts, MySpace, Tumblr. Of course, it made its way to TikTok. What I find so fascinating about chain TikToks is they embody so many different forms of the chain lore. Spiritual TikTok loves doing this. Loves it. Jesus was onto something with that letter. There's all sorts of different ones on spiritual TikTok. The first of the month one is very popular. Like using a certain song at the beginning of the month means you're going to have a good month. Have I tried this before? Yes, because I was so desperate because I got laid off from my job and I had no money and no way to pay my rent. Yeah, I did. Did I have the best month ever? It was a fine one. You know, I got by. There's also ones that are just like, this sound has some special magical serum in it. I don't know what's in it, but guys, you gotta try this sound. Is the root of these to actually spread a positive message and make people feel better? Some of them, probably. Honestly, I don't have a problem with this. I think if people are using these sounds or claiming or whatever, and it makes them feel more optimistic about life, hell yeah. Now, of course, it can't just be positivity. It's never just that. Chain TikToks have truly been running rampant, especially among impressionable young teens. The teens. Very grade focused or about your crush liking you back. Honestly, nothing's about a job, so I'm assuming that a lot of them are for teenagers who don't maybe need one yet. If I come across the job one, I'll keep you guys updated. Honestly, I haven't seen that bad of TikToks. Like, none of them are as close to a demon child coming to in your sleep. A lot of them can be wishing you bad luck and then you have to unclaim. Now we're unclaiming. First we're claiming and now we're unclaiming. Some people have dedicated entire TikTok accounts to doing this. They're grinding. And it just makes me think, why? Why are you doing this? Of course, the TikTok algorithm rewards videos that have a lot of interactions and have really good engagement. Sometimes the better a video does, if that creator's making money off of TikTok, they could be making money off that video, which would make a lot of sense. But I don't think a lot of these people who are making these TikToks are making any money. And it made me think, what's the one thing worth more than money? clout. That's sweet, sweet nectar. I honestly think the reason why so many people start these is for clout. So they can be like, yeah, I have a TikTok with over 5 million views. What'd you do yesterday? I was grinding. I was grinding by manipulating people into liking my TikTok. And I truly do not want to get deep into how I think TikTokers are becoming the best salesmen on the internet. But the TikTok shop, dude, so many people will be like, no, my crush texted me back as soon as I use this sound. Like, you need to use this sound. Like, there's something magical in this sound. We've just started believing people too much, and I think we forget that people are liars. Hey, people lie. We are now going into digital literacy, everyone. Just take a second before you buy that thing off a TikTok shop or you just believe what someone is saying about a TikTok sound. I want to trust people, and I know you do too, but maybe we shouldn't as much. I think participating in these videos kind of give younger Gen Z a sense of control over their lives, because I don't know if you guys remember the pandemic situation. People did not feel very in control of their lives. So if a little bit of good luck or evading bad luck by taking action makes somebody feel more in control of their life, who am I to judge? Although you're in control despite participating in chain TikToks. The chain media will always circle back on every platform in every form, whether that be freaking letters, literal letters, or on TikTok, or an email, or on YouTube comments, or on forums. They'll always be there. And it's important that we know about them and discuss them and understand them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I am now officially participating in YouTube memberships. So if you would like to become a member, I would very much appreciate it. No pressure, of course. But I have 3 tiers, and if you want to have access to my Discord, that is available to my lowest tier. And if you just want to support me, of course, I would very much appreciate it. You guys are all awesome. I'm not trying to start any sort of chain letter or anything to get you guys to become members, but I will start a chain letter to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I feel bad for saying this now, but I'm going to do it anyway. But people have been saying that they have received good luck by subscribing. Hey, you guys shouldn't believe what everyone says, but also you will have good luck if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love you all so much. You are so loved, and you are so appreciated, and you are so precious and wonderful. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day, night. I'll see you next time.